Hi guys, welcome to this incredible and gorgeous home that blends modern minimalism, industrial architecture and mid-century furniture. If you like industrial and mid-century design, you will absolutely love this home, so let's go and dive right in. Now as soon as we enter this home, we already come to the entry area, and even though we have a very open plan layout, the entire design is kind of situated or organized around the staircase. And so here we have a small entry area with a custom-built inbuilt shelving system that I will also show you from the other side as soon as we go there. And then we can walk right through the hallway into the open living area. And this home is just absolutely incredible because it has 3 floors. Technically, it even has 4 floors because there is 1 floor below us where we will also go. And now here in the main floor, we have both the kitchen, the dining room area, as well as the living room area, arranged in one large open space. And as soon as we enter, we come directly into the kitchen, and the kitchen has a very minimalist design. The entire back facade of the kitchen is completely white, and we have an integrated kitchen niche, and the white color of the kitchen gives it a very lightweight design and lets all the other pieces within the design pop. And then in front, just to kind of ground the entire area, we have a large black kitchen island. And then in front of the kitchen island, we have 3 wire chairs where you can sit and have your breakfast in the morning. Now this house is the home of a family with 3 kids and 1 dog. So there's a lot of people here and there's always a lot going on. And I just absolutely love this very open, yet industrial and modern mid-century design that they've created and turned into their home. The home itself has been built and finished around 2018, so around 8 years ago, and the entire space is 240 square meters that spans over almost 4 floors. And now let's take a look at the rest of this open living room area. Now one thing that we can already see in the kitchen, and that is repeated throughout the design, is that above the kitchen we have these 2 really cool chrome pendants that just give off this very soft light, and they also just underline this very strong industrial mid-century nature of the design. Did you know that most of the people that actually watch this channel are not subscribed? Let me give you a number. So 63% of you guys are not subscribed who are watching this video right now. So please, if you could do me a favor, go and subscribe to this channel and I'll promise to bring you the best home tours out there every single week. And now once we enter the main living area over here in the center of the space, we have a large dining table made from reclaimed wood. And all of the materials that you will see inside this design, even though the entire design is very luxurious, they're still very kids appropriate. So there's nothing that can't be spilled over or broken, with a few exceptions. And this is something that I love so much about mid-century furniture. So this table, on the one side we have 3 chairs that have been designed by Charles and Ray Eames. I'm sure all of you guys already know them, and they're made from fiberglass. And fiberglass is just such a durable material, and you'll find a lot of Eames chairs throughout the entire design. And then on top of the table, we have this just very sculptural collection of these chrome lamps. And you can see that the chrome lamps really create a repetition within the design, because here we have them above the table, and then we also have them in the kitchen, and they just ingest this rhythm and flow into the design. I really like it. You know I can't stand it when lamps are too small, because so many people have very, very small lamps. I love it when people dare to have the lamps really take up some space. Also, if you're new to the channel, my name is Jane and I'm an interior designer, and you're watching Interior Insights, where we show you the best home tours in the entire world and all over the world, so subscribe if you haven't yet. Now opposite of the Eames chairs, we have this incredible bench. Now this bench has a history that you probably will never ever guess, because this bench actually comes from a church in Barcelona in Spain. And basically the church itself was either renovated or repurposed, and so the guy who was doing it and the woodworker had to get rid of all of these benches, and the family managed to buy this bench for 250 euros, including the transport costs to Germany. We are located in the south of Germany, and that's just absolutely crazy. And I really love the gorgeous, really old patina of the wood. It looks absolutely beautiful. Now, one thing that is very unique about this house is that we have these very large windows that go from floor all the way to the ceiling, and they really let the outside in. And because the color palette here is very monochrome and kind of laid back and reduced. The green from the outside just really like floods the space with life and with color. And then here in the corner of the living room, we have a floating iron fireplace. And right now the fire is also like glistering, and you have all of these like beautiful sounds, and you just feel so connected to nature within this design. It is absolutely incredible. Comment if you have a fireplace or if you would install one like this in your own home. Next to the fireplace, we have yet another iconic modern mid-century designer item, and that is the Eames Lounge chair. I'm sure all of you guys have seen it before, and I feel like there is a great connection of the black Eames Lounge chair that is covered in black leather and this like black fireplace. I feel like these two items are really talking to each other in the room. And then of course you have the gorgeous backdrop, and behind these curtains the windows actually like go over the edge. And now if you guys paid a lot of attention to this channel, this house might seem a little bit familiar even though we've never shown it yet. And that is because we actually filmed the second house that has been built at the same time right next to this one. And it is also an absolutely incredible design. So you can go check it out if you're interested. I put a link in the description. And now follow me into the living room area. Yes. And now you guys will never guess what my favorite designer item is within this home. And that is this absolutely beautiful dog. His name's Freddi. And he just perfectly integrates himself into the color palette. And animals are always a great addition to any design. And they of course fill every home with just so much life. Hold up, wait, pause. Let's quickly do a color palette analysis for this incredible and gorgeous home. So what I really love about this home, and also why I really wanted to film it, is because here we have this mix of mid-century design paired with industrial details. And of course, this is also reflected in the color palette. So there's warm wood tones, soft creams, and muted browns that create this like mid-century foundation. And then on the other hand, we have concrete, chrome, and industrial steel that just ingest this industrial edge. Now on the color wheel, the dominant tones sit on the yellow-orange range, coming from all of the different tones of wood and the warm furnishings. And I think what is interesting to note here as well is that we have so many different types of wood and so many like different shades of the wood. And I always get the question like, help me pick another type of wood that goes with my existing wood. And here you can see that the secret lies actually in the undertones of the wood. And that is that all of the warm wooden tones have a very warm undertone. And this is also why they belong in the yellow-orange range on the color wheel. And then all of these warm tones are balanced with these cool grays and blacks, and these actually sit outside of the color wheel and keep the palette grounded and minimal. And then of course, because this is a family home, it isn't designed to death in every single detail, so we still have like a lot of small variety of color going on, like these soft pink florals or in the artwork, and all of these smaller subtle color changes really add variation without like destroying the underlying scheme. And what I think is interesting here is that the contrast is less driven by color and rather by texture and material. So comment below if you like this color palette analysis or not, and if I should continue to do them, or if you would like a different type of analysis, for example, layout analysis, furniture analysis. I don't know, I could think of many different possibilities. Now, if you've watched this video until now, then you probably love color as much as I do, and color is actually one of the hardest things to get right in interior design. And so I've collected the top 5 mistakes that over 90% of people make when it comes to choosing and using color in their homes. And of course, in the guide, I also show you how to fix them. It's completely free, but it won't be free forever, so go get it right now. The link's in the description, or you can just scan this QR code. And in the guide, I only share simple and actionable steps that you can actually start doing today. You don't have to buy completely new furniture, like completely repaint your entire home. So go get it now, the link's in the description. And now here we have a very long and angular sofa by B&B Italia. And this is also one of the many pieces that has found their way to this house and to this home through coincidence. And then because the sofa has this like grayish beige color, we have all these cool faux furs or these like very cool and unique pillows placed on top of them. And they really bring like life to the entire design. So this is also something that you can easily do at home, is to just add like some cool prints and some cool pillows to your minimalist sofa. Now on the wall above the sofa, we have a little art collection, and this art collection also has a very unique design, and the family actually designed this entire shelving system by themselves. It's literally like steel that has been folded 3 times, but it just looks absolutely beautiful, and it just lets you like exchange the art and everything around it constantly. And over here, we have a small little storage area. Now, when the family moved in, we actually used to have like a guest bedroom kind of here, within this room, but then the family felt like they wanted more space, so they decided to remove the wall and then integrate this like very cool custom built shelving system. And so basically this shelving system works from both sides, and I absolutely love the irregularity of the shelving unit, because open shelves can be very boring or they can feel very cluttered, but here, because we have so many like irregular, smaller and bigger shelves, the entire space feels very alive. And also a small Louis porcelain lamp that I really love. Now quickly follow me to the outside, because we have an absolutely gorgeous garden here. Now this home also has a gorgeous like seamless terrace that just seamlessly extends the inside area into the outside. So in the summer you can just open up your sliding doors and you just have this beautiful indoor-outdoor living that we usually know from LA. This is quite uncommon for Germany, but I really love it because I also grew up in Bali, and there you always just had this like connection of the inside and the outside, and sometimes I really miss it. And around the corner of the house, this home actually has its own little soccer field, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. Now, before I take you to the upstairs bedrooms and to the 2 floors above, let's quickly go downstairs, because there we have a really cool basement and a garage that you will just love.
Okay.
And now through this door, we come into the basement, but actually it's too cool to be called a basement, so please follow me. And now this is the lower floor, and it also doubles as an entry area, as you will see in a second, and kind of as a space that is being used for a bunch of different purposes. Behind the floating staircase that has a very sleek and almost invisible silhouette, we have a large inbuilt shelving system that stores all of the family's unique items. And I love that this family has like so many cool sculptures and objects. It really is a unique collection. And then over here we have a bunch of weights. We have some school benches or theater benches, and a little lounge area where you can play some dart, and then whenever there's guests over, you can turn the space into like a guest bedroom. And now let me show you the garage, because you'll absolutely love it. And now here we have the garage, and the garage is one very large minimalist space. It is super cool. The family also has a very old Porsche that they have and that they collect, because we are located in the south of Germany in Stuttgart, and this is the origin of Porsche. So there is a really cool car, and I feel like cool cars always go as very stylish interior design. It is really cool. Because this garage is so large, we also have an entire setup for table tennis. Even though it's just a garage, you just have these like multitude of functions. And now basically, once you parked your car here, we enter into the home, and then here we have a second walk-in wardrobe. As a family with 3 kids, you have just so many jackets and so many shoes. So here there's a lot of space. And another addition that just allows this multitude of functions of this lower part is that we actually have a small guest toilet here. And so this means that you can really just turn this into a full-on guest bedroom. Now up here we come into the first floor, and this floor is entirely dedicated to the 3 kids who live here. And this is just a dream if you have like your own kids' floor. Over here we already have the first bedroom, and because the space isn't too big, we have a lot of inbuilt furniture solutions. And so over here we actually have a custom built furniture piece made from sea pine, and it perfectly fits into the space. And this is actually also a great solution if you don't have too much space, because the bed is basically lifted up a bit higher. Here we have very small and indirect chairs. And then here underneath the bed, we actually have so much space for extra storage and to store your things. It's a really great solution. In the center of the room, we have a small Egon Eiermann table. I also have one of them. I really like the brand because they're just really cool, and they last a lifetime or even a couple of lifetimes. So you can just like pass them down from generation to generation. And then the entire wall has been painted in this, almost like in this washed out indigo blue paint color. And it just also gives the room a very moody feel. Like in the living room, we have so many Eames chairs over here. We also have one that is on wheels and that you can turn around. And fiberglass is also a very thankful material when it comes to kids because they are basically indestructible, and whatever happens to them, they always survive. And then here in the niche, we have a small inbuilt shelf, which I also really love because instead of designing it like a regular shelf and having all of these like boring equal horizontal lines, we have this irregular mix and match. And so it just almost seems like a little artwork or like a little exhibition, and it feels very thoughtful. And it just is the perfect open shelf for kids because you can place all of your cool little Lego sculptures inside it or keep your books. Now the generous hallway leads us to all of the bedrooms, but at the end of it, we have this very large window that just floods the entire hallway with light, and it has been repurposed. And we have a small sitting nook right by the window where you can sit down and read a book, and it just feels very inviting. And up here we actually also have a really cool calendar that basically works with these like dots that you then just adjust to what date it is. And when I came, I was actually surprised that the correct date was on it. Now let me show you the rest of the kids' bedrooms. Follow me. So now over here, we have the second kids' bedroom. This one is a bit larger, but you can also see that we have a similar inbuilt furniture system, also from sea pine. And sea pine is also a material that, in my opinion, is very underrated because it just has this like beautiful marbling of the wood that just really brings this very strong structure into any room and into any design. I really, really like it. So because here we have the column from the chimney that is kind of giving the room its structure, we have this like natural niche that has been created for the bed. And I'm sure you guys have already seen it. I really like it. And this is the utensilo, I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly, that has been designed by Dorothy Becker, and it is being produced by Vitra. We've seen these in a Copenhagen apartment and in a couple more. I really like it, and I also absolutely love that it has been placed here because I feel like the red color beautifully corresponds with the green tree outside. It's a very gorgeous complementary contrast. Comment below if you agree or not. And then over here, any kid's dream, we actually have our own, I think it's called table soccer place. At least that's what it's called in German. And this is just so cool if you have like some friends around or if you're a bit bored. And this is also a very iconic piece that has been designed and created in Barcelona and was transported all the way here. So you also see that a lot of the items that we see here have their origin in Barcelona. I think that's really cool. Now follow me into the third bedroom before we go upstairs. Now over here we have the third bedroom. And the focal point of this bedroom also is the gorgeous little hill that has been covered in trees and in a forest, and we just have all of this beautiful light and the natural green from the outside coming in. This room is the only kids' room that doesn't have custom furniture because the family just wanted to keep it open to how they might want to change it in the future. And so here we have a vintage historic cupboard of the family, and in front of it we have a butterfly chair, which also has just a super iconic, beautiful shape. And these kind of chairs are always very sculptural and just add beautiful, soft piece of geometry to the entire design. And this is a boy's room, and you can see that he also really loves cars like his father does. And so he has this like crazy Lego car collection of cars that he built himself. I've never seen anything like this. I think it looks really, really cool. And I always love it whenever you fill any space with like more personal items, or whenever people collect things that they love or that they are passionate about. And then above the bed, we also have an industrial lamp hanging that we also saw in a previous bedroom. And it just again like ties back to the industrial structure of the entire house. Now let me show you the bathroom. Now over here we have the toilet, or also called powder room, hiding. It is quite small, and you can see that it is very masculine. We have the black granite, and then we have a darker muted green color. And my favorite detail about this is that on top of the mirror we actually have a small playing card placed, and it just adds this perfect little pop of color. Behind here we have the laundry room hiding, but I will show you that another time. And here we have the main bathroom for the kids, and the entire design is also very moody. And one way to see if a color palette within a home is successful or not is like when you pull all of the different color swatches from every single room and put them like mentally or actually physically like on one piece of paper and create a mood board with it. And when they always match, that's when you know it's working. And this is something that I also really love about this home, is that we have all these kind of different moody paint shades. And now, because this is an open bathroom with an open shower, these showers are actually often created in like a very bad quality, and then when you shower you have the water everywhere. But here the guy who did it like really did a fantastic job, because he like carved out all of the tiles and cut them perfectly so that it actually works. And then because it works so well, on the side we also have a floating integrated shelf integrated into the niche. And this is also something that I've never seen in a bathroom before, but because it is like spaced so far away from the shower, it works really well. And it just makes it seem like you're in a hotel bathroom or just showering like in a beautiful, gorgeous spa. And now we are already coming into the third floor, and this floor is entirely for the adults. Now just take a look at this absolutely incredible view that we have. We have windows in 3 different directions, and so you just have the nature and the outside flooding in. In front of the bedroom, we have a lounge area with a second Eames Lounge chair and a really cool orange space age lamp. And I always love it when you have this very like angular and straight architecture, that you also incorporate some more rounder elements to just soften the entire geometry. And so this round arch, as well as this round glass table, is really great. This glass table is actually one of the only few pieces of furniture that has been sourced in the old original house that used to stand here, just as a small symbol and just to show all of the time that has passed. We even have a small balcony here. And now this balcony also lets you overlook the entire forest and the small slope that is going up the hill. And what is so cool about this balcony is that actually you have like the sun coming up here and setting here in the back, so all day you were just exposed to natural daylight. And I already mentioned that the family has just an incredible collection of Eames furniture, and even on the balcony we have a small fiberglass chair. Over here we have the column where the fireplace or like the chimney is hiding, and this is a little situation that I really like. I also have a Rimowa luggage, and they're just so absolutely beautiful that I think you shouldn't keep them inside a cupboard or in the storage, but you can actually use them as kind of industrial sculptures. I really like it. Now here we have the bedroom, and because the bedroom has such an open floor plan, we have light coming in from the window and from here. When you go to sleep at night, you want to be able to shade off and to close out all of the light. So here we have like 100% blackout curtain that has the same color as the rest of the walls, and so it just integrates itself beautifully. And I think that this bedroom is really interesting because the wall color is actually in this very dark forest green, and so we have this very like serene and calming atmosphere. I think it is really interesting because so many people are always scared of using darker colors in their design, but especially if you have such a long, beautiful view through the window, it just floods the space with light and the space still feels very alive. Opposite of the bed, we have a low-profile Midcentury sideboard, and on it we have another little moment that I like, and that is that we have books sorted by their colors, and they're also being blocked by one of these large penguin sculptures. I love penguins, and it just is super cool because it is also made completely from real leather. And through this door we enter both the bathroom as well as the walk-in closet. Please follow me. One of the reasons why I think that this design is so successful is because we have these same materials and these same elements repeated throughout the entire home. So here again you can see these steel shelves mounted to the wall that have been designed by the owner. It looks super cool. And then here we again have this like black granite, and everything you put on it, like this gorgeous Dyson box, just really pops off of it. And of course another hard plastic chair. And now just take a look at this absolutely incredible bathtub. I don't usually mention bathtubs in the videos because often they're quite average, but here when you sit down and look up the hill, you can actually see directly to the government building of the city, and that is just very premium. And depending if there is like a flag or not on top of the building, you can see if the government is actually there right now or not. Over here, we also have a very interesting situation, and that is that we have like an inbuilt small toilet, but you don't have a door here. But to just create a bit more airiness and a bit more space, we have one singular door attached all the way at the back. And then here we have the walk-in closet. Please follow me. And you can really just see the repetition of the materials that have been sourced and collected by the family. And so also here we have the metal pipes that have been repurposed and turned into this really cool walk-in closet. It looks very industrial, and it kind of reminds of a clothing store, because usually you would have these clothing installations in a clothing store and not at home. I really like it. Comment below if you do as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to also check out the other home that we filmed right next door if you haven't yet. And I hope to see you in the next video.